Ladies and gentlemen, it is with our privilege we would like to welcome Honorable Mayor Bill White to formally declare our convention open.
Thank you, and it's fit that we start this program with some young people up here. I applaud those who include the young people in this particular celebration because they are our future after all, aren't they? We welcome everybody here. Look, those who've never visited Houston before, usually about this time of year, it's about 65 or 70 degrees Fahrenheit here in Houston. It's very cool during the evenings. We need fire to keep our feet warm. And we managed somehow, when we heard that this convention was here, we wanted to have weather that was fit for those who come from Bangladesh during the summertime. I hope we've succeeded in that. Congressman Sheila Jackson-Lee, Congressman Al Green, Councilmember Peter Brown, and distinguished guests. It's my honor to welcome you all to Houston. Houston is America's fourth largest city. Many of us think of it as America's great city of opportunity because we have people from all backgrounds, from all continents. We have one school where there's over 60 languages spoken in the school. We are hardworking people. People come here to work, generally, not just to retire. We are one of the fastest growing big cities in this continent. Just a little over 100 years ago, this was a small village of some 60,000 people. Males outnumbered females because it was considered too dangerous for some females. Now we are a great metropolis. Over the last 5.5 years, since I've been blessed with the confidence of this community, we've added over 300,000 new jobs with the future, many of them filled by members of the Bangladeshi community here within our great community. We brought crime rates down to the lowest rate in over 2 decades. We built affordable housing. We've cleaned the air. We've created more parks and libraries. But more than anything else, we're proud of the fact that we're a community that has come together to get things done. During the time of the partition and the independence that we celebrate, you saw what happened when some pitted group against group, where there was a mentality of us versus them, and people treated each other not as brothers and sisters, but as enemies. Here in this community, we come together. We came together as did members of this community in giving relief to our neighbors in times of hurricanes. No people, except those with a heritage in the land we now call Bangladesh, can understand better the ravages of natural disaster. As this community has given comfort to its neighbors in times of Katrina and experienced a natural disaster that many lived through here, the worst natural disaster in terms of the sheer force of the winds and the waters and the property damage in recorded history in this community during this last year during Hurricane Ike. Those who've dealt with some of the flooding and natural disaster that from time to time affects the land of Bangladesh and this nation understand the effects of natural disaster and also understand the generosity of the human spirit of people taking care of each other as we've seen people in Bangladesh and America do, as we saw right here. We're many of you who've come from different lands and different parts of this country, in Canada. Some of you may not know that in the George R. Brown Convention Center that we gather here today at. Here was the site where so many gave comfort to thousands and thousands who came here after Hurricane Katrina with nothing but the shirts on their back. Here was also a transfer station and a medical emergency center during our Hurricane Ike. Here is a place of mercy. And so it's fit that we have a great convention here. We're honored by your presence here, and we honored especially by the contributions made to our community and those communities throughout this country, like those who have a heritage in the land, in the nation of Bangladesh. We're honored by our distinguished visitors, some who've traveled 12 time zones away to be with us and to celebrate for those who keep their heritage alive. For those who are first and second generation Americans within the community here, I want to thank you deeply by contributing to the cultural richness of this country and the heritage that we can all share by keeping the memory of your homeland alive, by keeping the ties to that homeland alive, their traditions and memories. On a personal note, I was just a young man when the conflict was fought and sacrifices were made. Some may know in the community from the subcontinent my long involvement with the subcontinent. I heard from one of the participants, thank you for reminding all of our countrymen within this country that just as we're proud citizens of a nation, so we share. We hope our children and grandchildren will share even more so an awareness of our obligations as citizens of the world. And every time that we have a gathering such as this, where people remember their heritage, every time we have a gathering that is marked by recognition of the fact that we're an international community and can begin by the national anthems of multiple countries, every time that we can come together and share our common humanity and the laughter and the dreams is something that binds this world in a historic undertaking that this generation and the next generation, the one that came before it, can say that we were there at a time where we became one world. And thank you for having this particular event in Houston. Not only are we the fastest growing city in the United States by job growth, but we hope to be the friendliest city in the United States. And so I just want to say to each of you here, we hope that you, we hope you don't take too much cash back if you travel from outside the Houston area. Our restaurants and shops are good within this particular community. And for those who may be suffering from anxiety from wherever you are, then I just want to remind you of a few things. I know we're proud to be the third largest community of Bangladeshi community in the United States after New York and LA. But I will say that for those of you who are willing to work hard, abide by the rules, raise a family, enjoy freedom, enjoy living in a community where some may have more important responsibilities, but there's no such thing as somebody who's a more important person than anyone else in this community. If you like a community that is experiencing a strong economy and where you can buy a house within the city limits with 1,500 square feet for $130,000, if you like the sound of that, then maybe you should do more than just visit the restaurants. Take a look at Houston, because we'd love to have you move here. Thank you all very much. On behalf of over 2.2 million citizens of our community, I get to say that we recognize the Bangladeshi Association of Houston. We recognize the Federation of Bangladesh Associations in North America. We honor you for honoring us by your presence. And we get to say that today is Federation of Bangladeshi Associations in North America Day in Houston, Texas. Thank you very much.